I am Paolo Ramon, head of digital at SMC, which is one of the platinum partner of Liferay in Italy. And today I'm going to talk to you about immersive experiences, which is bringing augmented reality, virtual reality on top of Liferay DXP. But before we start diving into the concept itself of augmented reality and virtual reality, we have to understand what an immersive experience is. Well, luckily for us, you are already experiencing one. So when you read something, when you're reading a book, and you are feeling the narration, you are immersed, you are submerged into the reading experience. When you listen to music and you close your eyes, you are feeling an immersive experience. So I would like to ask you, please, close your eyes for a moment. All of you do it. Okay. I will say when you can open them again. One moment of silence. All around us, there's just a little bit of a noise from the other truck, and you can hear my voice directly into your ears. So what is happening now is that you are feeling the narration that I'm presenting you. And apart from some noise from the other truck, there's nothing else all around me and you. Now, the concept itself, that you are inside my presentation and I am all around your head, that means that you are immersed, you are inside the presentation. Now you can open your eyes again. Okay, so that's exactly what we are talking about. It's the human person, it's a human that is inside a digital experience. Me talking is me giving you information, which is a digital experience. Or on the other side of things is a digital thing that comes into reality. That's what we are going to talk about today. Now, this is one way to understand immersive experiences, but actually we have some names for those. Probably you know some of the products that I'm presenting here. For example, we have on the world of virtual reality, we have the famous Oculus Rift, made by Facebook. And what are those? Those are goggles, glasses that you put on your head, and the screen is just in front of your eyes, and the screen is black. There's nothing behind your screen. And that's why I asked you to close your eyes, because it's exactly the same experience. And then we can move to mixed reality. The most famous one is Google Glasses, but it was like half a failure. So what is winning now, what is successful now, is Microsoft HoloLens. It's more or less like virtual reality. The difference is that the screen is not black. It's transparent. You can see through the screen. And digital data is placed on top of your reality all around you. And then we have augmented reality. Augmented reality is a mix and match of those technologies. The screen is black, is your phone, but the camera is opened so that you can see reality through your device. And digital things are placed on top of reality through the camera, through the GPU of your device. Well, this is the spectrum that we're going to talk about, but we have to add one more, and that is Immersive Web. So if we can be immersed in reading a book, why couldn't the web itself be an immersive experience? So this is a spectrum that we want to bring in Liferay DXP. Now, why are we talking about this kind of stuff? Well, we believe that immersive experiences can change how you do stuff. And why? That's because it's intimate. In 2007, when Apple released the iPhone, it didn't release a device. It changed the world. Because in 2010, the mobile revolution started. Instead of me moving to the digital stuff, it's the digital stuff that moves with me. So technology has now become part of our daily life. 10 years ago, that would have been cyber fantasy, to have always something with us, right? And now it's so obvious. Well, augmented reality, virtual reality are way more intimate. They touch your real reality and bring your real reality into that digital experience. So this intimacy that revolutionized the digital world in 2007 now is going to revolutionize it again, even deeper. But not only it's intimate, it's tangible. The main difference between a normal technological information technology experience and an immersive one is this one. Now, let's say that you have to buy furniture for your bedroom, and you want to know the dimensions. Is this furniture stuff going to fit behind my bed and the wall? What do? You look at dimensions on the website, you look at the dimensions of your house, you measure that, and then you say, okay, it should stay there. Okay, it fit. With augmented reality, you don't need to have a cognitive process to know and discover that. You just see if it fits or not. And by seeing it, you perceive something more. You see if it fits and it looks good. So this tangibleness of augmented reality is incredibly powerful. Not only that, it's empowering. By doing things in a different way, by bringing the ability to see through reality, through the digital lenses, we can do stuff in a different way. And by doing that in a different way, we can do new processes, new things in reality. For example, if I'm a construction builder, I can use augmented reality to know where the pillars are going to be built by my colleagues. What's the difference between knowing and seeing the pillars? Because if I see the pillar and I can move through time, I can move in time and see, okay, I'm going to build this one first, this one first, this one first. And then in augmented reality, I see that I placed the materials there. I say, guys, we have to move those materials because tomorrow a pillar will be there. It's a completely kind of experience. It's empowering, but it's also efficient. Let's say we have a warehouse management, a big warehouse with a lot of products, and I have to pick one. I have one choice now. I need to know where is it. Someone can guide me inside the warehouse and say it's on place number 332. Or I can use augmented reality or mixed reality to be guided through the environment. And then when I point to the warehouse, I see exactly where the product is. And why is efficient? Because while I see one of the products that I have to take, I can see all the products that I have to take. So I can do things faster. Not only that, of course, it's also fluid. As everything that the digital world does, augmented reality, virtual reality, immersive experiences bring data in real time exactly where it needs to be. So these 5 characteristics of the technology, of this paradigm, gives us the confidence that this paradigm is going to change the world. And we want to change the world with this paradigm. Now, you can ask me, why are you talking about this now? I mean, at SMC, we have been tinkering with augmented reality for a lot of years, at least 6 years. But why didn't I make a presentation last year? Why didn't I wait for 2020 to make a presentation about this kind of stuff? Well, the problem is that we are in a very important moment, historical moment. Now, if you look at Facebook Oculus in 2016, was released with 300 as a starting price, which is incredibly low. And Apple and Android are integrating augmented reality features inside their phones. They are ready. Developer has just to use it, just enable augmented reality features. And then we have HoloLens with a very low starting price. If you think that this product is not meant for us, for consumers, but it's meant for companies, for industries. And then we have Amazon, which in the next year will enable augmented reality visualization of most of their products. So this is a very important moment in time. Also, if we think that just 1 week and a half ago, Apple said, probably we're going to build some kind of glasses for augmented reality and virtual reality. Well, you do know that things are going to change. But the most important thing is that what was state of the art, what was just a perverse fantasy in the 90s, is now commodity, is obvious. It's something we want to use and we can use. Now, problem is that, yeah, okay, it's commodity, but you need some kind of planetary conjunction, astral conjunction, before you and we as SMC can create immersive experiences? What kind of conjunction of planetary alignment, roles, and staff alignment? You need 3D models and 3D artists to correct those models to be used inside immersive experiences. You need web designers, because immersive experiences, believe me, will be channeled through the web. Augmented reality apps are never gonna kill it. You need it to be on web. And you need digital artists. Exactly like 10 years ago, when mobile phones came out, designers didn't know what to do. It was a completely different paradigm. A shift that was so big that designers and programmers and engineers didn't know how to do, how to implement stuff. So you don't need a designer, you need an artist. You need someone that solves problems with a very broad, open mind. Now, not only you need to design things, you need to make them. And you need 3D developers. Problem is, 3D developers are extremely rare in the enterprise world. You find them in the gaming community, but not in the enterprise. And they are a little bit pricey. So you have a lot of difficulties to bring them in your company. And then we have the web developers. We, 1% web developers, because doing immersive stuff is not easy. Not only that, we need also a marketing team. We need authors that think in augmented reality, that think in immersive experiences, because it's a completely different paradigm. Another thing that you have to remember is that all these people must be in your company and must be in the same room. It's not easy. Apple can do that. Amazon can do that. Can we do that? And not as 1%, as 100% of the enterprise world. Oh, one last thing, there's also QA. Anyone forgets about that. But you have to think that all of this must be resilient. So, question is, can we do something about that? And our question is, how can Liferay, as a platform, enable us 1% and us as a 100% to create immersive experiences without having that planetary conjunction? Well, at SMC, we think, yes, Liferay platform can do that. And to do that, it must evolve from a DXP to an immersive CMS, an immersive digital experience platform. What's that kind of CMS? We're trying to answer also that question. We think that a CMS that is thought to be an immersive CMS must have some kind of authoring. Like you author web content, you need to author 3D models, and 3D content, and immersive content. And then you need composition, because the experience must be composed of different authored medias. And then we need web facilities to actually bring all the content to the user. And this CMS, how does it integrate with the typical DXP or CMS we think about? We have collaboration, because only collaborative features can bring to life an immersive experiences. You need to collaborate to create the content. You need to collaborate to compose the content. But also, collaboration itself, like collaborative editing or writing documentation or using your enterprise stuff, should be brought to the users, collaboration users, through immersive experiences. Not only collaboration, we have commerce, which is pretty clear. We have products, we have physical products, and we need to show those to the consumer. And then we have the Internet of Things. Internet of Things is very interesting from the immersive experience standpoint, because IoT brings data from reality and moves it in a centralized environment. Then with immersive experiences, we bring it back into reality. So it's very interesting. But today we're going to focus on only one of those elements, and that is commerce. Why, are you asking, probably? Well, because in the online commerce environment, there are a lot of challenges. And in history, when a company solved one of those challenges, that gave them an incredibly competitive advantage. Let's think about the seller's legitimacy. Do you trust the seller? Well, eBay solved it with feedback. And then we have shipment reliability. Reliability. Did you trust for the package to come to your house? Amazon solved that with tracking. And then we have returns. I fear that once I buy something, if it's broken, if it's not what I want, I cannot return it. Amazon did a lot of investment to solve that thing. And that made one of the success of Amazon. And then we have, I don't trust the product. I'm not sure that this product is exactly what I want. Would you buy a product without looking at pictures? And in the last few years, would you buy a product without looking at video reviews on YouTube, made either by the company that produces the product or by some influencer? Would you? A little bit no, right? Question is, in a few years, would you buy a product if you have no augmented reality experience on the e-commerce? We don't want to give an answer to that, but let's look at numbers. So in 2013, IKEA pioneered this scenario. And they made the first furniture online shop in augmented reality. You could place furniture in your house in augmented reality. And then in 2018, Shopify and Magento, they brought AR in their e-commerce solutions. And as we already told you, in 2020, Amazon will enable AR for all their products, a lot of their products. Well, this is becoming a commodity. Their experience of using augmented reality is becoming very similar to just watching a picture. So we don't have the answer, but we have a very clear idea of what it's going to be. Well, most of you could also say something very interesting in this topic. We are not B2C. We don't sell to consumers. Neither we do, neither our customers do. And yeah, okay, we are in a B2B world. This audience is mostly B2B oriented, and that's okay. But I want you to think about the whole value production chain. You are not part of something closed. You are part of something that at the end of it moves to the consumer. And what we think is that if the producer promotes its content through AR to the consumer, through immersive experiences to the consumer will bring back value in the value production chain by asking for that product. So you never have to forget that at the end of the day, you're a B2B, to B, to B, to C. So you have to think about that. And you have to provide that immersive content. Because your shop, your reseller, your architect or technician cannot build those 3D models alone. If you are the producer, you already have 3D models. You have to bring them into the value production chain and move them down to the consumer so that you can compete with Amazon. Well, not only that, let's focus on the start. Let's say you are a producer. Typically, what's the life cycle of a 3D model? We are in a technological world. We expect some product lifecycle management tool that helps binding these 3 different roles all together, right? So we expect some kind of digital workplace, some kind of tool that manages the workflow. Well, luckily for me, in the plane that got me here in Mainz, I will sit just near one of our biggest customers' product manager. And this product manager of one of our biggest customers works on that kind of stuff, on product lifecycle management. And we were talking about how they work, what they do, how they do stuff. And at the end of the day, I asked them, how do you pass 3D models in the various steps of the production chain? And they said, email. Okay, fantastic. So they have these huge product lifecycle management tools, and they pass stuff by email. We know there is a better way to do that. And that's Liferay DXP. That's a digital workplace that helps us collaborate, and that's where collaboration comes in, on the content. So yes, immersive experiences are very important in the commerce world for B2C, but you are not working in a vacuum. You have to think of the whole story, right? Well, okay. Who wants to see a demo of this? Raise your hand, please. Oh, okay, I cannot hear you. It's a silent track, guys. Okay. Now, as I told you, we are focusing on commerce. What you're seeing here is just a demo commerce built on top of Liferay Commerce. It's Sportsray. We are selling sports stuff mainly for yoga and skiing and mountain stuff. So, who never saw Liferay Commerce? Nice. Okay, so someone didn't saw. It's the first time they see Liferay Commerce. So, this is a very, very easy website. It's a normal website that we know and love, but what you are seeing here, of course, is a catalog, and we can set it up, configure, and that kind of stuff. Now, we want to start integrating some kind of immersive experiences into our commerce solution. Now we go to this product, which is a cyclet, and we see that there's a very fantastic image, and that's okay. Okay, we have the image, but you cannot do that much. Now, what should I do? Of course, we need to have some 3D models. So I go to Content, I go to Documents and Media, I go to the cyclet web folder, and then I just drag and drop them. Okay, nice. So what are those? Those are simply 3D models of our product. The biggest difference between a 3D model and an image is that you can, of course, move it around. Okay. This is starting to get some life, right? Okay. We want it to be inside our commerce. So we go to the commerce, products, to the cyclet. And there's a new tab inside the catalog management tool. It's immersive. Now we can select the whole files we need for. Okay. Fantastic. And we go back. Here we are. We have our product page, the one we knew. But there's a new 3D. And of course, the customer can see the product, zoom in, and do whatever he wants. Nice, right? That's interesting. But of course, this is not actually authoring. There's no difference between sending an email and just uploading the attached file to what we already did, right? Let's do something more. Let's start authoring some 3D content. So I can go to Content, I go to Documents and Media, and there's a new Edit 3D Model action, and here it is, our cyclet. I can select this and say the material is not white anymore. It's a very nice pink. Okay. I can go to Save Model. Then I go to Control Panel, Commerce, Products. And if everything worked correctly, Immersive, a new file is here. We can choose that. Go back to the e-commerce. And our cyclet should have a very different color anyway. Okay, so conversion problems. It's one of the biggest problems in 3D, so sorry. Anyway, so what we have done is actually changing the content and authoring 3D content directly inside Liferay. As you saw, what happened is that I never left Liferay. I'm inside Liferay, and everything runs inside Liferay. So this is the first step, into having a CMS that works for immersive experiences. Now, what I really want to show you is something more interesting, and it's this one. Okay? Fantastic. So, okay. You're watching my phone now. Let's refresh this. Perfect, okay. And of course, as we already saw, we have some 3D content on this e-commerce. Let it load, and here we are, okay. So I can load the 3D content, of course, and it works on my mobile. So just let the connection do its job, and you will see the 3D model on my phone, through the screen. It's getting a little bit. So what I want to show you is that if I use a 3D model inside a mobile, I can do some more interesting stuff if it loads. This is embarrassing, of course. But I mean, it's supposed to not work in demo time, right? I swear, someone of you saw that in Italy last week, and it worked. And it's not working. Let me, oh, yeah. Okay. Who was in Italy last week saw that exact same problem? Permissions, exactly. Thank you, Brian. Why didn't you remind me? So, view. And now I can go back to this. Load 3D. Also the other one, damn. Permissions. Oh, damn. Please work. This is getting way longer than it should. Oh, damn. Too much time. I will make a demo for you personally after the pitch. I'm sorry. So, one last time. Oh, wow, yeah. Okay. Got it. Thank you so much for this very embarrassing applause. Now, okay, this is not very interesting. What is very interesting is this one. I can do this. Some notification. Okay. Some more light. Let the magic begin. I hope so. Continue moving the iPhone. I'm doing it. Damn. Can the lights be... Can you switch on the lights? Yes? No? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, we have the product. Alberto, can you join me on stage? Hold the phone, please. Okay, thank you so much. I cannot see what I'm doing, but I will try anyway. Okay. We are here, and that's augmented reality. That's an immersive experiences. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. I hate to do live demos. Oh, it's still here, of course. Okay. So, this was a demo of what a 3D model can do. Place it where the customer wants to place it, how we know from the IKEA, from these furniture shops and that kind of stuff. But we can do more. We can do some kind of immersive experiences that don't require the user to place the object because we already did that for you. For example, let's imagine we have some kind of goggles, some kind of glasses, and they want the user to not only be able to look at the products. Let's see, where's the SMC logo, where's the Liferay logo, okay. So not only we can see the product, we can move around the product, we can do something more interesting. We can go to the content, documents and media, sky glasses. I can edit the virtual try-on. So virtual try-on, what does it do? It let us try stuff virtually on top of our body. So we get a product, which is here, and we have to fix it up because the 3D model that 3D artist gave us is not correct. We have to place it correctly. So I know the values beforehand, but you can experiment with it, and you'll find that here it is. Here are our glasses on top of a head, okay? And I can move them back and forth and fix what needs to be fixed. And then we can save the virtual try-on configuration, which says, okay, this is a 3D model, but to place it on your face, you need some more information. Now we can go control panel, commerce, products, back to the sky goggles, immersive, and we can switch a flag on. This product has a virtual try-on, save it, and if everything works correctly, and I hope so, I can do something very interesting. Not only I can move it in 3D, but I can say virtual try-on, take my glasses out, and here we are. Yeah, I will buy them. Yeah, it works. Okay, so that was the demo. Let's back to the presentation. Okay, so what are we building? On top of Liferay DXP, we already have some products, like the IoT experience that Mauro here from SMC can talk about all day long, from Open Square Spaces that I already told you is a collaboration solution built on top of DXP, to commerce that is not, of course, made by SMC. And all these create a broader ecosystem of opportunities and scenarios. What we want to do is this one. I always wanted to use this animation. So, codename Liferay Immersive, we are building something that is on top of Liferay DXP and enables that kind of experiences that you just saw. What does it what builds Liferay Immersive as a product, as a platform? More or less this. We have authoring functionalities, we have composition, we have the integration of the native augmented reality features of devices and platforms. We have, of course, the web experience facilities that I show you to show 3D models, and taglibs utilities for developers to create way more easily immersive experiences. And of course, the real value of this is not in the product itself, but in the integration between it and commerce, between immersive experiences and the collaboration and IoT. So we really look forward in 2020 to make it available and to see what you can do in this very interesting paradigm. So thanks. Please rate this session, and I really hope you enjoyed it.